Well, welcome back to Hamilton Life, everyone. Linda Rourke here with you. So this has been a tough year for people when it comes to illnesses. I cannot believe how many people are sick. Greg Ross is off today sick. Katie Lane was sick last week, so even just in our own office. So Dr. Nenos, I think this is very timely about talking about supplements. Now, this is something that I think can drive some people crazy because there's so many of them out there. And if you thought of taking all of them, your head might pop off.
Yeah,
so we're going to
absolutely.
focus on 3 that you think are key.
Yeah, I'm not a supplement pusher by all means. I really, truly believe that people should be getting their nutrients from food as much as possible. However, there are 3 essentials that almost everybody can benefit from, and they should be taking on a regular basis.
And what are those?
They are the omega-3 essential fatty acids.
So your fish oil?
Your fish oils, yeah. You got the probiotics, and you also have vitamin D.
Okay, and these are things that I think we're hearing a lot more about. Let's start with vitamin D, because I think that is the one, especially when we have 6 months of the winter that we've had, that we lack a lot of, because our main source of vitamin D is the sun?
It's the sun exposure. Now, it's not really a vitamin, it's more of a hormone. So for us that are living in the northern hemisphere, it's really tough to get adequate sun exposure. So supplementing with vitamin D is key, especially for us. And even those people that are in warmer climates, you know, they're usually wearing clothes and wearing tons of sunscreen. So at the same time, they're not even getting exposed to the correct amount of sun exposure to get the adequate levels of vitamin D in their bodies.
And it's very easy to take, and you would suggest which one? Because again, if you go out to look for vitamin D, there's a lot of options for you. So what would your suggestion be for people?
The main thing you want to look for is a vitamin D3. Okay, that's the form that gets absorbed in the body. So anything else, if you ever see a D2, which I don't think they really sell anymore, stay away from those. But D3 in a organic olive oil or capsule form, whichever one has been tested for purity, is the best.
Yeah, well, I got the drops from you with the olive oil, and I'm telling you, I feel a big difference when I take them. Yeah. And so far, knock on wood somewhere, and I'm saying I haven't had anything. I mean, you know, with all the stuff going around, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed it'll stay that way.
Yeah, taking the adequate amount is important too. Health Canada now only recommends 1,000 international units. I would say that that's a little low.
What would your recommendation be?
I would recommend more 4,000 to 5,000 units every single day.
And it's not going to hurt us if we take too much vitamin D.
If you're worried about upper limits of vitamin D, or overtaking vitamin D, I mean, we're talking about tens of thousands of international units taken every day steady for a long period of time before it would have the negative effect. But I mean, if you take anything, too much of it is going to be detrimental to your health. Even water. I mean, water can kill you if you drink too much of it.
Yeah, that's a whole topic to talk about. There, people are like, what? What's he talking about? We'll leave that for another time.
Yes.
Probiotics.
Probiotics. Very important as well. Also an essential. Now, the reason why these 3 are essentials, probiotics, fish oils, and vitamin D, is because we are not getting adequate amounts through our dietary sources or through other means. Now, probiotics are very important because they help in wellness and prevention, number 1, and wellness. Also, they line your gut with healthy bacteria, which you need to function. Now, 3/4 of your immune system is actually in your guts. So it's really important to make sure that the guts are functioning at
yeah,
their
that's
best.
Amazing. I mean, most of us wouldn't even think of that.
Yeah.
So think of that, and that's why probiotic in the gut is so cool, or so important.
It's very
cool
important.
Too, but it's important.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you want to keep in mind with respect to probiotics is making sure that the right strains of bacteria are in there. So always check with your healthcare professional. They'll go into more detail. Ours have over 70 billion units of or billion parts of bacteria in them, and the important thing is making sure that there's the ideal strains that are beneficial for our bodies.
And you should take this before you eat.
Now, the ones we recommend, you take them about 30 minutes before your first meal.
Yeah, and a lot of them, well, the one I take too recommends the same thing. So, but again, you can ask your health professional.
Absolutely.
All right, and let's talk about fish oil or your omega-3s.
Yes.
Very important for our health.
Extremely important. Extremely important because those that are deficient in these essential fatty acids have a huge list of detrimental health effects. Especially in kids, we'll see developmental delays, behavioral issues, things like that. People that are a little bit older. I mean, this is really important stuff for your brain, for your heart, for overall health. And we don't eat enough to get the ideal amount in our bodies.
Yeah, it's something easy to add. You know, you can add it if you've got the oil, add it to a smoothie, for example. You don't even taste it. And I know they've got one now with a lemon flavor. It actually tastes really good with blueberry mixed together. You know, and some people can even just take it, or in a tablet form too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or like the capsules that have the liquid in them.
Either or. The ideal thing you want to be looking for here is the ideal ratio. So you're looking for a ratio of the EPA to DHA is going to be in the ratio of 18 to 12.
Okay.
Or closer to 2 to 1. So that's the ratio you're looking at. When you're looking at the back of the label and you're reading the amounts in there, that's what you're looking for. Now, if you have questions about that, you can always email me, and I can really be clear about it. Some people, what they do is they actually take a picture of their fish oils, they send them to me. So if you have my address, you can just send it to me, and I'll tell you whether it's a good one or not.
Perfect.
And also making sure that they're third-party tested for purity. A lot of the wild fish sources where you're getting these oils from are unfortunately really high in mercury and dioxins. Which
so do some research.
Yeah, make sure that it's third-party tested.
And you can always send it off to you.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yep.
Thank you so much. So we've got 3 things to think about there. You've got your omega-3s, your vitamin D, and your probiotics. Tree of Life Chiropractic is where you can go for more information. 1662 Upper James Street. You can call 905-318-0555, treeoflifechiro.ca. There's an email at that website. You can also send in, as Dr. Nenos just mentioned, what you're actually taking and ask a question that way as well. They always have workshops coming up too. All right.